guys, and welcome to Around the AFI. Joined with myself is Rob, Team Beard number 1.
What's happening? Oh.
And John, Marc, Team Beard number 2. What about it?
Yes, the better Team Beard.
The better Team Beard. That's
it, mate.
The one that came second. Giggity, giggity.
Said yes second, all them things, all them wonderful things.
On second.
Continue as I mean to go on, you know.
Being useless, yeah, cool.
That's the one, mate.
Well, guys, as you know, we've changed our name. We have new cast members, so we're just going to a wee bit of balls about the cast members and talk a wee bit. We've got a couple of people's questions, and then we'll talk about the football that happened at the weekend and predictions for next week. Simple, wee bums. What I mean. So we're going to talk to Team Beard number 1. What the fluff got you in the American football? And please with me.
Well, I was always interested in it, but essentially, you started the team up, Antrim Jets. Was it 2016? Yeah. Can't remember exactly, but at that point I was working Monday to Saturday. Only day I had free was Sunday, and nothing overly exciting. Started watching the first ever game I watched, and I know everyone's going to kill me for this because I'm a Seahawks fan, but it was that Super Bowl we won that time, if you remember. Everyone's called me a glory hunter ever since, but sure, it's the first ever game I watched. So.
And what do you do now then, Rob? What are you involved with American football? Tell everybody what you do.
What don't it? Well, in regards to
people just don't think you're some random fella who supports Seahawks because they won that one thing.
Well, I play for the Antrim Jets at the moment. I use that term loosely because I currently can't play, but when I do play, I'm a defensive end. And I'm also doing head coach for the Jets flag team this year because a particular person in the middle of the screen roped me into that. Thanks for that.
Tell them about your one-handed catch, mate.
No,
did you have a one-handed catch?
I did, mate. I was like Odell, so it was.
Oh, jeez.
I can move for a fat man. That's all I'm saying.
And you were also coach of the running backs and all last year. Couple of years.
For what? About 2 weeks until I got drafted to what did I play for you? Right tackle, left tackle, defensive end. What position didn't I play last season?
You started off as my left hand, so you did. You know what I mean? You started off as left guard. And
way back in the day.
Then you moved to running back, and then defensive end. Were you anything else? You tried a wee bit of split end and tight end, didn't you?
I've done split end, tight end. I think that's about it. Maybe I've done a bit of linebacker as well, if that counts.
When did that happen?
So what you're saying is nobody wanted you then, mate?
No, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. Put it that way. But yeah, no. I played against the Vipers in 2018 or 2019. I played linebacker because we had none left. They all got injured, so I had to be drafted in for like 2 quarters. So, yeah. It was fun. I actually hurt myself in the first tackle I made because I smashed my head off the ground, so that was good.
You're not supposed to do it, I don't think, mate.
But it just happens. These things happen.
Is that what happened?
Okay, well, let's move on to the bearded Team Beard number 2.
Number 2.
Tell us all a wee bit about yourself, Marc. How did you get into the sport and who do you support and all that carry on, and who's your favourite chairman at the Jets?
Well, only one true favourite in my eyes, mate, and that's most definitely yourself.
Oh, thank you.
No, where to start? I was pretty much dragged, kicking and screaming into the sport.
Very aggressively and hit off every wall on the way there.
I think if I remember that you said that I said I would come back if you joined.
Yeah, and you sort of hoodwinked that one, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm still there.
Haven't kitted up yet, though,
Yeah.
No, pretty much ever since the Antrim Jets have been a thing, I've sort of been around. Never really played too much. Back in the day, I would have come down and watched a good few of your games. I was always asked from day one, would I not think about putting on the pads? And I always said no. I'm a big rugby guy, and I think American football's soft. Of course, that was until I put the pads on.
So you played it.
Until I played it, and I would still say I'd rather play the sport without the pads.
How many games did it take until you broke your wrist, Mark?
Oh, season and a half. Broke my wrist. But, yeah, so only played 2.5 seasons, if you can call it that. I think I started sort of during COVID era, which was our Donaghy Cup, which we came second in. Just missing out narrowly on the gold. Isn't that right, Rob?
We're used to that.
And then played the following 2 seasons there afterwards. Yeah. Best defensive tackle the Jets have ever seen, you know?
Mark Curtis.
In line with.
Yeah. And what team do you follow, Mark?
Oh, you wanting controversy right out of the gate?
Oh.
Depending who I'm talking to.
Oh, wow.
No, it would have to be the Jets and the Bengals.
The goddamn Jets.
You know what? I never even thought it would have been anywhere near the Bengals. I thought you were a Ravens man, to be honest. I thought you were mad into the Ravens because of your man, Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I only knew one player. I couldn't really say I liked the team just because I liked Ray Lewis.
That's what I was going to say. I said, name a player, and he was like, Ray Lewis. I'm like, name an active player. So, you can do that now, though, right? Name an active player now.
I can name 1 or 2 for you.
He could do it now because he's joined our fantasy league and now he knows everything.
Exactly.
I mean, you're bound to know you have 2 players from the Ravens now.
Oh, at least 2.
No,
He's not going to name them.
But that's next week's segment.
Name players from the teams there, Mark. But yeah, so that's the new cast, guys. Everybody knows me, yep, and
unfortunately,
I hope so. Like, yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah. So yeah, that's the new cast. Awesome people, awesome experience in the game and in around the AFI. So we asked a couple of people to ask us questions. Now I did it this morning, so there wasn't very much getting there, like, you know. But I think they're more for all of us than just used to, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
The first question is from Stuart Lee McFadden.
Knew it was coming when he put a message up in the chat. I knew something was coming.
Is
that
honest
good looking
opinion,
or skilled?
Honest opinion about that really cool, amazing player Stuart Lee that plays for the Antrim Jets. We'll go for you first, Rob.
He's such a vain fucker, isn't he? Like, swear to God. Oh no, you know yourself. He's a good player. He's an animal. That's the way to put it. It's unlucky that he broke his ankle trying to be a receiver for 5 minutes. And
You're not allowed to do that again.
I think it was 5 minutes.
The second game. It was 2 routes he run. That was it. Broke an ankle.
He said he wants to play running back, and it's just like, no, just anything we're cutting him with this new stop.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even count it as 2 because he broke it on the second. So 1.5.
Really?
I've never seen anyone try and catch the ball under their foot. It was impressive. It was a good one.
It was something.
Yeah. Looked sore.
Mark, what about you? What do you think of Stuart Lee McFadden?
Well, do you want me to answer that as...
He says honest opinion.
Talking Balls host, or do you want me to honest opinion as a brother?
Honest opinion.
Both?
Yeah.
Honest opinion as a brother, couldn't be a better guy. He's fantastic at the sport. He really fell into it when he came to the Jets. You know, he had a bit of a turncoat. Started with the Causeway Giants, much to my dismay. We eventually convinced him to come up to the Jets, and he started to get a little bit better. Started throwing his weight about a bit, and he's doing fantastic. I would definitely say he's on track to being the rookie of the year. So I'll give him that. As a brother, he's a wanker.
See, to be honest with you, I couldn't even put anyone up in the category with him as rookie of the year. I can't think of anyone that's. No, I can't. I'm trying to, but I can't. He's just he made like 5 tackles a game, 5-6 tackles a game, every game.
Minimum.
Minimum, yeah.
Player,
he's different gravy, like.
Yeah. Glad he's here. Glad he's here at the Jets, Spice.
100%.
Next question is thoughts, guys, on a developmental Wolfhounds team for Division 1 and Division 2 players to be rewarded for their stats. So not a Wolfhounds team that obviously takes from the Premier League and all the best players, but in terms of stats in Division 1 and Division 2, do you think we should maybe have like a Wolfhounds Division 1, Division 2 team?
Yeah,
100%. It's sorry to interrupt you, Mark, but it's just going to improve everybody. The skill across the entire league. They'll obviously be learning from different coaches, different skills. Yeah, but it'd be really good for the entire AFI structure if we did it. To be honest.
Right, because I think it's like because everybody always, I suppose it's like picking for England when you're only picking from the Premier League, and then you go, well, what about these guys in the Championship sort of thing? This guy's balling out with 30 goals.
But they still pick Harry Maguire.
Still pick Harry Maguire because he's reliable every now and again for England. But yeah, no, I think it would be a good idea, like having like a Wolfhounds Division 1, Division 2 team, like can only fucking
100%.
better the game, like, you know what I mean? Can only fucking make people better.
Yeah, certainly. I wouldn't disagree. I think this sport needs something, for a stepping stone to slingshot those grassroots players onto the next level. And as you say, the Wolfhounds do just pick from the top division, so it'd be nice if there's something for us to work towards,
Yeah, well, that's
next
it.
season, certainly.
Yeah, 100%. Like, next question. There's a question that's about the Trojans, but I want to answer that. So later, when we're talking about the Trojans game,
Yeah.
so we'll talk about that. Also, Finn O'Donovan, my buddy from Vikings.
Vikings, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
He's QB, the running back, isn't he? Sorry.
He's a running back, so he is for the Vikings. So he is.
But is he not actually a QB though, or
He's actually the QB that just does a lot of rushing touchdowns. Yeah.
he's Lamar Jackson of the
So he says, is there going to be a stiff decline in Finn O'Donovan name drops with the new cast? So I'm going to just let you all know that every time we do a show, we have to mention Finn O'Donovan.
I assume that you always mention them, so no. But
Well, that's 'cause
personally,
he's my buddy.
the only time I've heard his name's on the podcast.
Finn
So.
O'Donovan?
Finn O'Donovan is the QB/running back for the UL Vikings. Yeah.
Hasn't met us yet, though, has he?
Huh?
I don't say that. I can't even. Anyway.
Let's get a wee fluffer game put together, shall we? Antrim
fluffer
Jets
game?
against the Vikings.
Oh,
Hey, we've already
Alright.
just started that match. We've
Not
already
just yet.
just started that match
No.
this season.
Hasn't come up against us yet, though.
I need a freaking.
Thank fuck.
I'm so pink.
Thank fuck's right.
Yeah.
I need to get the pink away from the face here. So pink.
I think that was our
Turn the
best
fucking
game
lights
this
off.
season.
I don't want it to. It looks like shit, and then I look really white.
Well, it's not our fault. You're a pasty fuck.
Oh, that's a bit harsh. Right. So let's talk
Why
about.
did you have a white background? How am I more dark than you?
I know.
There you get the sum of it.
Let's talk about last week's games. Okay, now let me get this up for you, because
Steady now.
I should be able to make this cool looking. There we go. Look at that. What?
Oh, I'm gonna need to get the binoculars out for that.
Can you not see it?
I can see it a bit. I'll zoom in here. Hold on. There we go. Look.
You don't go off your desktop now.
Oh, no, it's a work laptop, mate, so it wouldn't let me do it.
Well, I will tell you the scores, Rob. Don't you worry. You're just
No,
more
okay.
up for visual effects.
I've zoomed in now, so I can see them, mate. We're good.
Right, so the Rebels 58-0 against the Minotaurs.
Yep.
What did you two guys see that happen? Did you think it made a wee bit closer, just a wee bit closer than nearly 60 points?
I thought it was a typo when I seen it, if I'm honest.
That was the what?
58-0. That's biblical. So,
Yep. And then
Rebels.
Did they not have a decent game, the Minotaurs, the previous time they were out? No, or am I wrong in saying that? Or did they not get a W the last time they were out? No.
The Rebels?
No, the Minotaurs. I know the Rebels have. They're 7-0. I can see that.
The Minotaurs, what was Minotaurs' last results? I shall check that for you. Yeah, no, they got beat by the Admirals 12-14.
That's
So
still
they put up a good enough result against them, but they still got beat.
Yeah, it's still a good enough result though, considering Admirals have beat everyone else bar that Rebels team. So I definitely
Yeah.
expect it to be a bit closer. Yeah,
But they won against the Knights the week 12, 27-0.
yeah. So they're
So-
riding a bit high, but confident. Obviously, winning the Admirals game, quite confident. And even though they lost, it's still a good result. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just mad. Like Rebels are just on a different level at the minute. Like
They are.
they just keep getting stronger and stronger, and it's just not nice for everybody else at the minute. Like
They really took
I'm
that
just
Shamrock
happy
goal to heart.
that we're not the only team getting those sort of scores put against us, so it's a W in my book.
to be fair, I don't think we got 58.
We did. The Mavs, did they not beat us 56-58? No?
56.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
different.
not
Rob.
58.
Need to stop bringing back bad memories, guys. I don't like
Yeah,
this.
no, yeah. But yeah, no, that was. To be fair, the Minotaurs have did well to win 2 games in their first season up. Do you know what I mean? They didn't come last. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
True.
So that's a good, just their first season up in the SBC. So they did well to get up there. With Joe Kinahan as the quarterback there, he's been doing really, really well. So onwards and upwards from them. They've good coaching, they've good quarterback. So it's just building that there and get better and better.
I take it, are they staying up this year then, or
Yes, they'll be staying up
because they beat the
because,
Knights?
the Cowboys are 0-8.
But there's only one team goes down then, not 2 then? Is that
Yeah,
right?
only
Yeah.
one team goes down and
Fair enough.
one team goes up from each division. So yeah, so moving on to the Trojans, the Panthers.
The match I was meant to be
Yeah.
refereeing, but somebody made a mistake.
Look, I didn't make a mistake. For anybody, if you're watching Stephen Moles, I seen the email when I got back to say send your guys to the Trojans. Last message I had on the 15th, send 3 TPOs to the Mavericks, and I did.
It all worked out in the end anyway, didn't it? It all worked
Yeah.
out in the end.
So if anyone thinks that I didn't send TPOs, referees to the Trojans, I didn't get the email until I got home. Until everybody went, "You're a fucking idiot! You're supposed to send us to the fucking Trojans." And I was like, "Oh wait." Literally, I had to fucking WhatsApp the show. I had I had to send 3 TPOs to fucking Mavericks game. That's what he says. But I got an email a couple of days before to say could have sent them to the Trojans, but I never replied. So I thought maybe he would have messaged and says, "Here, yo,
Any chance
yeah,
of your rest?
my message."
Yeah, have you seen this, baby?
You seen this yet? No, mate, haven't.
It was
So-
the look of the full-time officials' faces when we walked into the changing room. They were shocked.
Did they look happy or sad? Because it would have been nice to.
It was a mixture of shock and happiness, I suppose, because they were like, "Why are you here?" But also, happy days. We got 3 TPOs. Makes our job easier.
What were they gonna do if you weren't there?
The way it works is
They
they
were
take
going
one TPO for each team. So there's one Razorbacks TPO, one Mavs TPO, and then they ref on opposing sidelines, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
So yeah,
They are.
But so before we did this show, on Friday, when me, Mark, and Rob were very drunk,
Huh.
we did a predictions.
Having a meeting, you mean?
Yeah, having a meeting. I mean, we were having a meeting with meat. Oh, meeting? Because we had a
Meeting.
barbecue, so we had so much meat. that it was a
meeting,
meeting.
beer, cider, and whiskey.
Yeah. So we actually did a predictions. We just didn't put it up. But me and Rob both went for the Rebels, and so did Mark. And then in this game, me and Rob went for the Trojans, and Mark went for the Panthers.
Yeah, buddy.
So, to be fair, the Panthers have been dark horses. Like, I mean, they everybody says, they don't have any players, or if they're struggling for players down there, they're doing their Iron Man thing. There's only 15 players showing up. There's a pile of injuries, but you can't knock a team that has Finn Carnes on their team. I mean, Finn Carnes is just a different animal. So he is one fucking fantastic player. Just fucking dictates the play no matter where he goes. Like, and he, from what I've heard, he just fucking bumped rat on the fucking Trojans. Like,
Fair enough. Would have loved this in it, but I wasn't there.
because you were own fucking the Mavericks game.
I know. I was busy, mate. I was getting down the Mavericks Razorbacks game. But no, it's I was quite surprised by that result. From what I hear, it was a pick 6 that won it for them.
Yes,
Right,
the guy with shin guards.
The guy with shin guards, yeah.
The guy with shin guards. That's it.
I didn't think that was a thing in this sport.
It's not.
To be fair, I've never seen that either. That's a new one for me.
That's why he's getting so much shit, because it's not a thing. But
he deserves it.
fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? Here, if fucking more people did it, maybe we would be less injured and things like.
Man.
But no, I didn't see it going this way. I seen the Trojans winning this, but then maybe that's just because I don't know. I don't even know why I thought this, because like they're both on even points now, and at the minute, like we got a question there to say, like, do the Trojans need to win their game in order to take over the Panthers? But Trojans need to win their game, win or draw their game, but the Panthers need to lose their game. If both teams lose their games, which I can only assume the Trojans are because they're playing the Rebels, then the Panthers get into the playoffs. Like,
yeah, based off head-to-head results.
Yeah, because the Panthers have beat them.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, so Trojans have to beat the Rebels, and the Panthers have to beat the Admirals.
Right,
So,
fair enough.
so
It could be
The
an interesting couple of games anyway.
Did you say the Panthers have to beat the Admirals? Yeah.
yeah, so the Panthers play the Admirals, and the Trojans play the Rebels. But if the Panthers win, they don't need to worry about what happens with the Trojans, because they're going into the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah.
But if they lose, they need the Trojans to lose in order for them to.
I would say, based off the form of the Admirals and the Rebels, that I'd say the Panthers are getting into the playoffs based off the form this season anyway.
Yeah. Well, that is. That's but no, didn't see it going that way. But Panthers, you can't snip at them now. Like they're playing good football.
They won the. When did they win the SBC American saying that a couple of years back? 2019 was it? Or am I making that up?
I think you're making it up.
No.
Doesn't sound like something you would do, Rob.
Yeah,
I just don't remember. Was there not like a kickoff touchdown or something? A kickoff return for a touchdown in one of the SBC finals?
the Panthers were really, really good at one stage. Like they did a really good recruitment drive and did a really good rebrand. Their kits are fucking lovely. Like so.
They are.
Maybe, but like I would need to look that up, but I don't think so.
Fair enough. Maybe I'm just talking balls.
Anyway, you're 100% talking balls, and I love it. Next game, UCD against the Knights. Now, let me see if I got information. Who did I get information from? Wasn't them. I got information from the Mavericks, and I've got information from Vikings. So there we go. So UCD against the Knights, 50-0. From what I've heard, a couple of Knights have retired too. After that was their last game.
From that game?
From foosball. Just
Altogether?
calling it a day, that's him, yeah. Because there was a couple of players have played their last game for this team, so
Fair
don't
enough.
know who they are, so I can't really comment more than that there. But yes, UCD 50-0 against the Knights.
I'm not surprised by that result, if I'm being totally honest.
No?
Well, sure, nope, not really. UCD are a cracking team, so yeah, I'm not surprised.
We all picked UCD to win, but I didn't think they were going to beat them by 50-0.
Well, you know-
UCD against the Rebels, wasn't it, last year in the bowl?
Yes.
Yes, UCD won.
And they put 50 up against the Rebels,
Last
so
year.
Yeah, I think wasn't it? It was like 40 odd against 20 odd.
yeah, it was good. It was a good high scoring game.
Yep. But no, I'm just looking. The Rebels and UCD are just fucking turning away here, like turn it up. So you can't. It's hard to look past them. Crusaders against the Vikings.
Scoring games, though.
I know
It's
they're mustard. Just can't stop scoring them guys
Sorry.
at the minute.
the Vikings, is that? Sorry. Or?
No, it was just all the
usually.
just high scoring games he's saying. So
Oh yeah,
Vikings,
there's a lot.
Vikings are 8-0. Finished the season 8-0. They just beat the Crusaders 19-0. Crusaders finished on 5-3, which means that the Vikings will play the Rhinos in the playoffs, and the Crusaders will
Yeah.
play the Mavs. Mavs and Vikings both at home. So,
Yep.
talking to the Mavericks. So as we were down there, because that's where my referees were, and me and Mark were, recording it. Well, we'll talk about the Crusaders game first, anyway. Vikings. And we'll talk about that after.
I'm
Vikings.
surprised that game wasn't a bit of a higher scoring game on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought
Um,
the Crusaders might have scored.
Yeah, with Jordan Farrell slinging the ball.
Yes.
I'm surprised there wasn't a few touchdowns from the Crusaders side. I did definitely expect the Vikings to win, but just expected more scores from the Crusaders overall.
Is Jordan still their QB1? Or was he not their backup?
No, he's could be
Oh
one.
no, he's a QB1. What happened to
He
your
said on the
video, Rob?
podcast that he was backup.
No, he was like backup for he didn't play a couple of games just.
Ah, right, got ya.
So he wasn't there because he was injured or else he was away somewhere. But as we were talking about my mate Ben O'Donovan, he had 13 passing attempts, and I'm near sure that says 6 completions with 78 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown with 2 interceptions, and 4 rushing attempts, and the rushing was 61 yards. 1 rushing touchdown for Finn O'Donovan. My buddy Finn.
Did he give the ball to anybody else?
He also, Josh Ryan. I think that says Josh Ryan. I'm sorry, whenever I Google or look into this, it's very, very blurry. So, yes. So Josh Ryan had a rushing touchdown, passing touchdowns. Finn O'Donovan won't tell me who did the passing touchdown. No, it does. Sean Green, or else Gracie. Sorry, it's very blurry. But yeah, 19-0, and the Vikings finish 8-0.
Yeah, no, I never got to see them play this year, but from what I hear, they're flying. It's very, very quick, which
Yes.
is where they're getting a lot of their scores from.
It's a
Yeah,
fairly
so-
close game, though, isn't it? Compared to the Mavericks game against the Crusaders. Did the Mavericks not put a few scores on them?
Not
I think
100% sure.
Mavs and Crusaders were close enough,
Oh, were they?
Yeah. Which I shall check for you now, but yeah. Who do you say again? Mavs and Crusaders. Mavs.
Up to speed on this.
Vikings.
Talkin Balls stuff.
Vikings beat the Mavericks 12-6.
Fair enough. And then the Mavs and the
Crusaders.
oh yeah. Don't know why I had it in my head that the Vikings beat the Mavs by only 2 points, but okay, it's just one score.
It might take me a wee while to find that there, so we'll just move on. Anyway, Mavericks against the Razorbacks. I have a big
yeah.
screen up here to show this. You see, so I can't really look at anything on the AFI while I'm looking at this. So,
Aye.
yeah, Mavericks against the Razorbacks. Me and
I
Mark
guess
were at this game trying to record it, and we tried to stream it.
Trying.
Obviously, the battery died, but up until then, it was good. I now have a new camera for the games, for the actual gameplay. That should hopefully
Big reveal.
make it look better the next time I go and do it, which will be at the Giants against the Pirates game
Was that this Sunday or?
Yeah, buddy.
this Sunday.
Fair enough.
Yeah, are you refereeing?
No, mate. I think that's the last game. We were only meant to do 4 games this year, and one of them got cancelled. As far as I'm aware, rescheduled. So and it's already been played. So we've fulfilled all our requirements. I hope anyway, unless you get an email, after the game on a Sunday, we find out.
Just head down in your stripes anyway, mate.
What, sorry?
Just head down that way in your stripes anyway.
I'm here to do a job.
Down and commentate, mate.
We've or
We do.
So I have to do that again, do you? Or what's happening?
Commentate, yeah.
Fair enough. I'd happily do that.
See?
But no,
Mark,
see.
you thought he was going to be fucking awkward.
See? That's just because he wants you to drive with it.
34-0. 34-0. The Mavericks beat the Crusaders.
Is that what it was? Fair enough.
Yeah, see, I thought it was a big game, which is why it's quite shocking that the Vikings only put 19 points on them.
And because we were there, guys, we know everything about this game. I mean, Mark, tell them what way how it started.
I think it's very unfair that the Mavericks have multiple cheat codes now.
Yeah.
26, Dan Healy, was it?
Dan Finke, aye.
Dan Finke, unbelievable player. 3-4 touchdowns.
It was
I
3
have it
finished
all
on it.
here, mate. So
Unbelievable.
we have Brendan Sims. So from the opening kickoff, Brendan Sims returned a touchdown from the opening kickoff. Now, me and Mark were sitting there, and Brendan Sims is 89, and Dan Finke is 26, and they both do punt return and kick returns. So me and Mark were like, "Oh Jesus, don't kick it down to the left." We were saying, "Well, I hope the Razorbacks don't kick it down to the left because that's where Dan Finke is." And then we looked to the right whenever we were like, "Oh fuck!"
Brandy Sims is there.
Do you want Brendan Sims is down in the fucking right here? Just kick it out the fucking side. Don't let them catch it.
just take the penalty and let them start in the 40 for fuck's sake.
If it moves up
No.
5 yards, it's going to be better than what fucking happens when you get to them two fluffers.
Genuinely,
No, it was
I had the same thing. As soon as I seen that ball in the air, Neil, I was like, "Oh, that's going to Brendan.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big return." And then he's such a weird runner because doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he's so quick. Like,
Yeah.
he just
Unbelievably slippery as well.
Jesus, yeah, he's
How
hard
many
to.
times he came into contact and was just evading,
Yeah,
steady, like, unbelievable.
yeah, he's nippy, like, good feet.
Yep. So if you want, I can talk you through the whole thing. Brendan Sims on the opening kickoff returned a touchdown, and then we had Declan Mulvihill. We call him cheat code, but he missed a fucking extra point. So he's human. He's human.
What I was going to say there is, I TPO'd on the Razorback side, and they were really, really up for the game because, as far as I'm aware, if they beat the Mavs, they were in the playoffs.
They were, yeah.
In Div 1, and they had that, obviously, kick return, touchdown. They got the ball kicked to them, obviously. First play, there was a fumble. The Mavs recovered it. Next play was another touchdown. That was 13-0, and from that point, the Razorbacks were just deflated. They couldn't get going again.
Yeah.
It's just sucked all
Well, they
the...
had no quarterback
energy.
either. I mean, Alex
True.
Alex Kush was quarterback, running back, and whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So they've had no luck at quarterback this year. Like,
That was their fourth string they were using.
yeah, big what do you call him? Oh, why have I forgotten his name? Big Stu.
Stu Wiley.
Yeah, Stu Wiley. He was out, injured as well. Like, so.
As far as I'm aware, like a hairline fracture or something in one of his knees or something like
Yeah.
Telling you, this sport's soft.
that. It's not.
His funny fingers.
I know you broke your fingers in the first session. So remember
you
that.
need to explain now. We can't just drop fanny fingers on everyone.
Why do we call you funny fingers, Mark?
I'm very popular with the ladies. No.
Let's be honest.
Fingers broke. Second training session playing the sport.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll move on to the Vipers against the Rhinos. See the Rhinos. Rhinos have a really fucking good team.
You're glitching then.
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I got
You-
steady.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just my phone then, mate. Don't worry.
Because it's probably you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you're glitching a wee bit for me every now and again.
It's because my phone's stuffed. I closed my boot on it a couple of weeks back, so.
What are you doing that for?
I was on the phone to Marc and I forgot it was there. Bang.
But see the Rhinos has lost every single one of Rhinos' game has been like a couple of points. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not been much in it, and like the likes of they got beat by the Mavericks, and the only reason they got beat by the Mavericks is because of the fucking the 3-point fucking field goal that fucking had 12 men on the field, like.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise things could be fucking very different for them. I mean, obviously they completely dicked us. They have a really fucking good defense. They have a good offense because that offense is being led by their backup QB because I think their starting QB broke or fucking did something to his collarbone. I think it was.
Not 100% sure, but
sport.
Soft sport.
I have heard that he's hurt himself, but yeah, no, the Rhinos are a great team. I've played them a couple of times now, and they're a great team.
Yeah.
So
they're a lovely bunch of fellas too. Like, I mean, Paul Holford and all, and me, Jeremy, and all, fucking awesome people. Like, you know what I mean? They're just lovely guys too. You know, they have a terrible pitch, but you know.
Oh, their pitch is awful.
You can't hold that again. I'm like.
I have a picture of my phone of the coach's box that will shock many people.
Yes, we put up a picture of the coaches or the box whenever the Vikings were at it, and they were wearing their white kits to that ground.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it turned out they ended up going home in a brown kit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Vipers. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Vipers beat us really, really badly, and I don't think we're that bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could just be
silent,
mental, but like, you think the Vikings would have been a bit more competitive?
It's something we'll deal with in the off season, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, that's it. 100%.
100%. We're beating our record next year.
Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna be hard to. We're going for 18 points next season. That's
it, mate. Right. Well, that's that. Where are we here? We're going back to that one. So let me change. There we go. What? So that's the games for week 15. We are going to go on to predictions because I need to get a piece of paper as well. I don't know where it usually goes.
And for this, do you just want wins or do you want scores as well, or what are you thinking?
No, just wins, mate. For fuck's sake, I don't want to complicate things with scores at all.
We used to do it on the NFL one, did you not?
No, not with scores.
No, fair enough.
Maybe say it was close or something like that. But I mean, I'm gonna go scores. For sake. Fucking can barely get the fucking hit this. Fucking.
I think you might be onto something.
Right, never mind predicting the scores.
Talkin Balls bookies or something like that.
There is like I think the domestic game does that.
The does just say beat the bookies, yeah.
Yeah. Marc. So the games we have this week, please. How do you get into that? There we go. Stop John. Wait. Now, everybody always gives me shit because whenever I put up stats, I get them from the AFI website.
Yep.
Now, not everybody sends in their stats, and AFI don't update very, very often because I'm still looking at the AFI website and they haven't updated the leagues and they haven't updated the games that will be played at the playoffs. Like, so the first games is the Premier Division, and it's the Cork Admirals versus the Panthers. So Rob, go you first, mate. What's your team beard one, mate?
100%. I agree with that statement.
It's gonna be a thing now, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. I can't. I'm so glad.
Team beard one, and I
put
caught that catch once with one hand.
I done 3 catches with one hand that day. Thank you very much. But no,
you put the one you dropped.
I'm gonna go. Shush. It was overthrew. I didn't drop it. But no, I'm gonna go. What venue are they playing at? Are they playing at Admirals or Panthers?
They're playing at Admirals, yeah.
Ambrose.
All the way in Cork, mate. But
All
then
the way in Cork.
these are South Dublin Panthers, so they're not like in the
They're
north
not
of
as
Dublin.
far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Panthers. I think coming off that win against the Trojans, I think they can do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Straight out of the gate, mate. Big boy call.
Fuck me. Straight out of the gate with the fucking Panthers here, boys. Marcus?
Admirals. I think the Panthers game was maybe a stroke of luck, judging by both your reactions. So I'm gonna go Admirals this game.
That boy with the shin guards getting 3 pick sixes next week.
I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he does.
You see, the Admirals beat the Trojans by a very close margin, and the Panthers beat the Trojans they're pretty much near the same score. So it's hard to. You would be looking at them now, both of them, that they're even Stevens here now, right now. Like. You know what I mean? It's a coin clip between the two, and I'm going to go with Rob. I'm going to go for the Panthers.
Yeah, boy.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go for the Panthers. So I'm sorry, AO, if you're watching, mate. Next game, Rebels against the Trojans. Rob, Team Beard 1.
Rebels. I just don't see anyone beating them this year, if I'm being honest.
Team Beard 2. Mark and me.
Mark with a C.
You're the best. Get
Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah, I'm going Rebels. Yeah, I can't see the Trojans overcoming the Rebels here. Like, you know what I mean? It like Phil Gunn had a wee post out. Trojans had a post out. The players need to see what way they want to end their season. They need to have a wee word with themselves and see what way they want to end the season, on a higher or on a low. Like, so. Maybe they could be fired up, but I don't think that'll do anything. I don't think whether they're fired up or fucking not, it's going to fucking stop them from fucking beating the Rebels. Like,
I don't see anyone beating them this year, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
It's hard to see anyone beating them. Like,
yeah.
So then we have the playoff games. We have the Mavs against the Crusaders.
Are they doing them that quick, are they?
Yeah.
Maybe give them a week's break.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is like, it's 25. It's 25th whenever it's on, and then they need to do.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, they played last weekend. They're going straight into the playoff games a week later. It's a quick turnaround, like. So
that's because.
The game doesn't matter, does it?
Of this game?
The Mavericks game.
Of course it does.
What do you mean? This is a playoff game?
It's a playoff game. Yeah.
So it's the Mavs against Crusaders. So that's what I'm saying. Division 1, Division 2's over. That's it. So this is the only 2 games left of the regular season is the Premier Division, and that's them 2 games. So because I think the Shamrock, this Division 1 Bowl is on the 10th or something. Is that right in thinking? So they get a break.
Are they not doing a double header? I thought they were doing a double header for the bowl games for Division 1 and 2, no?
No, they do a double header, so Division 1 and Division 2 will be down in Limerick, and I think it's on the 9th.
9th is right, yeah.
Yeah. 9th?
So it's on the 9th, so they basically play the semi-finals now on the 25th, and then they get a week break and play in the Division 1 and Division 2 bowls.
Fair enough.
And then I think the next one is, and then the Shamrock Bowl's a week or 2 after. So yeah, Mavs against the Crusaders, Rob. Who you got big dog?
Mavs. Mavs are. We played them obviously last year in the bowl game. I have to get it in. Like, obviously we beat them, but they're a far better team this year than they were last year, and there's not that many new players. From what I gather, a lot of returning veterans from talking to them on Sunday.
Yeah.
But they're a different animal this season to what they were last season, like.
But
far
don't
better.
You think it would be cool to lose the Division 2?
I knew you were going to say that.
And then the next year win the Division 1 bowl game?
Of course it would be. And they were talking about that on Sunday as well, obviously.
They were, right. Alex Simmons did an impression of me.
Did he?
He did a really good impression of me.
I did not catch that. You know, I wish I did.
He was like, "Do you not think, big dog?"
You lagged so much there for me. Did he do that for you, Mark?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand a word you said there. Yeah.
All I heard
Me?
was, "Do you not think, big dog?" That's all I heard. Yeah.
He's going to win, big dog. That's Mark.
It's happened again.
Did it happen again?
Yeah.
Am I still lagging?
I assume you're talking to me because I'm the only big dog in the room.
All right. 5'7". What?
Yeah. Every inch of me, man.
Talking to you, Mark. Who do you think's going to win?
Yeah, I think they deserve it. So I'm going to go with the Mavericks. As Rob says, they had a tough game last year where they lost the Div 2 Bowl, and they came up this year, won near every game, so I think they deserve it. And they kept me well topped up with kebab pizza, so yeah, Mavericks.
Yeah, just
I
for
forgot about the kebab pizza.
just to let everybody know that kebab pizza is pretty good. Like it's not what I thought it was gonna be. It's literally a kebab on a pizza, whereas I thought it was like a pizza, like a cheese pizza with fucking marinara and then fucking kebab meat just on it. But no, it's a proper fucking kebab on a pizza.
Kebab pizza.
Yeah, and it was quite nice. Like
Basically, the pizza base is your pita. Yeah.
pretty much there because it was like.
Yeah.
It had what sauce was it, Mark? It had on it lettuce and fucking
I think it was house sauce.
House sauce.
it had house sauce, lettuce, and kebab meat. Is there anything else?
Pizza dough.
I think that was it.
Forgot about the pizza dough.
I don't like there was no marinara or anything. Yes, I'm going to go for the Mavs too. I'm sorry, Crusaders. I think it'll be closer than what it was the last time he's played, but I think the Mavs are just going to fucking snip it. Maybe by 1 touchdown. And then we're going on to the Vikings against the Rhinos. Who do you think
Team
is
Beard
gonna
want to
win
go
that
again, or?
one? Yeah, let's go from you and then Mark and then me, because then I can just judge what I'm going to pick by the decision that you
Trying to be controversial. This one's obviously a lot harder. I know that the Vikings beat the Rhinos in the regular season. And they're playing at Limerick, is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to have it a close game, but I'm going to have to go Vikings, to be honest. I think it'll be a Mavs Vikings. They've won ball game.
Yep. Marcus?
Yeah, no, I'm with Rob on this. I think it could be a close game, but I'm going to go Vikings. I think they're going to continue their undefeated streak.
Why do you keep blinking, Rob?
It's because my phone's flashing me. I have to keep locking it to fix it. My screen actually goes green and I can't see a thing. So I need to get a new phone.
I'm going to go for the Rhinos. Because every game that Rhinos play is fucking super close. They either win by miles or it's super close.
True.
Do you know what I mean? And then the last time that they played the Vikings, it was literally only 2 points in it. If I remember, maybe 5, 6. Well, it was close.
7, 8.
Yeah, but it was close. It was definitely close.
It's because that Rhinos defense.
Yeah, the Rhinos
Great
defense is unreal. Like, I mean, now they know what they're dealing with. You know, they played fucking Vikings, so now that they know what they're dealing with and they know how to deal with that, this is going to be their second game up against them, so they'll know what they're doing. And I think that they should be able to stop the Vikings.
Stop your best friend. What do you call him? Finn McCool or something?
Finn O'Donovan? Finn
McCool?
McCool?
I don't know why I went to that.
Finn McCool.
That's it. It's the first person I know called Finn. But, yeah. What about the Eagles against the Pirates? Now, we are putting this game as the ATA game of the week because we're going to be there. We are going to be there.
We're not playing what? Said we're going to the Giants game.
This is Pirates against
Giants.
Giants. What did I say?
You said Eagles against our Pirates.
Sorry. So Giants against the Pirates. This is our ATA game of the week. Because we're going to be there. Because it's close to where we live and it's right beside Marc's house.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
told everyone that.
Yeah.
But no, I'd have the.
I don't think
Giants
anybody's
in
going to
that
go around Giants and go, oh, Mark lives around here. Let's follow him.
I'll
You
get
never know.
spelling.
But no,
Who have you got in this one, Bert?
gonna have to go Giants.
Giants. Mark.
No shadow of a doubt. Giants.
Yeah, I'm going Giants too. Yeah, 100%. I don't think it'll even be close.
What was the score between them last time? It was only four. Was it 4 scores
21-0,
difference?
26-0.
Yeah, I think it was 4 scores difference.
The first game, I think. Whenever it was at the Giants, but then whenever it went down to the Pirates, they beat them more.
Fair enough. So they're playing the Pirates 3 times then? This
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
Is that because
Just 'cause
that
there
who
was
shall not be named? Trinity?
only- No, there was only 4 teams in the league, you see.
Yeah.
We had to play everybody twice, and then there was going to be a semi-final.
Oh, so is that what that is then? A semi-final between the Pirates and the...
This is another playoff game. So this is the
Oh,
playoff
right,
game.
okay.
So the winners of this will play the Eagles because the Eagles got top spot. So they get a bye to the Shamrock Bowl. So the Eagles
Fair
are
enough.
running in the Shamrock Bowl.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Does Robert keep freezing on your screen now?
Yeah, he does. He keeps
It's 'cause
freezing and blacking out. And,
He keeps
I
freezing with a goofy
apologise.
smile though.
I
I
know.
apologise. It's my phone. So what happens is it goes green, like I can't see a thing, and then if I lock my phone, that's when I freeze, and then when I come back on, it works for about 5 minutes, and then I have to lock it again, and then that's when I
You need to get a new
look like
phone.
I'm going to get a new phone.
We
Don't worry.
that's what I'm saying. We are going to maybe do like a couple of live shows from the bar because
Dude,
you know what I mean. Like Mark's off on Wednesdays, and he can come down to ours on Tuesdays, and we'll just get drunk and talk balls. Do you know
Sure,
what I
I
mean?
can do that.
I have meetings.
And Gary's like a proper podcast. You know what I mean?
Set up bar 61.
Yeah, boy. But no, guys, thank you very much. That's us for the week, guys. Well, usually we end who you think's going to win each division, but you know what I mean. We usually ask the guest that. We'll have guests next week. We'll see what the crack is. We'll get a couple of guests on, and take it from there. So we will. And
Sweet.
then whenever AFI finishes, we will be talking balls. So it'll be instead of around AFI, you'll be seeing this instead. Welcome to the Talkin Balls podcast, and we'll be talking more about our fantasy teams. And
Oh, are we going to stream our fantasy draft night, are we?
we could, alright.
We could do that in bar 61, mate. That'd be a good night.
Hell yeah, boy.
Game.
Right.
I need my beauty sleep. Can't be staying up that late.
Nah, you need loads of it. It's not working.
You haven't been
My
getting
hair's
any
starting to
soon.
fall out and everything now.
Jesus Christ, is that what's happening? I thought you just had a really high hairline.
No, man. You see? Look. Beautiful.
Jesus, that's why. You see, whenever you did that, it got really, really bright.
Yeah.
Look how bright it gets.
Freshly polished for you.
Did you? Don't do that again, mate. You're starting out.
Have you got a lamp above your head, have you?
No.
Oh,
That's amazing.
But look how bright. You might be bright, but look, I'm fucking absolutely pink. I don't even know why. I think it's maybe because I'm wearing a jumper and also I'm got a pink light.
I take it I froze now because my screen is going mental.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
you
back.
frozen.
I'm back.
Sorry. You keep freezing on like a really goofy smile.
Perfect. That's what I was going for.
You look
Yeah.
happy, mate. You look happy.
Yeah. You look beautiful, mate. You look beautiful.
Thanks.
But yes, guys, so that's us for another episode, well, the first episode of Around the AFI, and we will see you next week for Around the AFI with myself, Noodle, and Rob, Team Beard 1, and Team Beard number 2, Mark.
Yeah, boy.
So we'll see you next week, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Boys.
Bye.
Bye.